Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a kit share for July 2025 to share for my Counterfeit Kit Challenge, and I'm a new design team member, which is super exciting. So this is the kit that was chosen, and I can't even say that, but it's from July 2014, and it is a flashback, so which is super cool. I also have it on my iPad. This is how I kind of do my setup when I'm doing a kit. I take a look at the photos and try and pick out stuff that works. So typically I start with my papers, but my embellishments are on top to start with. So we're going to talk about those first. And then I put them in an iris case. I put them in that container that was there for a brief second so that they're in front of me. So it's things that I grab for first. So one of the first things in this kit was there was lots of butterflies. So I pulled out some of the butterfly bits and pieces that I have. There is a green flower in there, so I pulled out these white ones. Those white flowers are from the dollar store and are super easy to change colors with ink sprays if I want to. And then the other thing that was in this kit that was quite a bit was some of this chalkboard stuff. So I have some chalkboard stickers that came from a Project Life kit. And then I have all of these really thick chipboard frame pieces. And so on my iPad in the lower left corner, there's some frame bits. But this also, some of them have like that chalkboardy kind of look to them. So I thought it worked well with that. And they're old as the hills, so I wanted to get them in here, so maybe I'll use them. So I also have this piece from Dusty Attic that I thought worked, and then these bows and buttons from 49 and Market. I have that piece of ribbon that almost matches exactly the ribbon that's right there in front. Those acetate pieces, these rub-ons that kind of remind me of Blackboard, that 49 Market with the butterflies again. And then just black alpha. I don't usually pull alphas for my kit. I usually just grab what works out of my stash for alphas, just because you never know. And so these kind of things are going into the iris kit and into, same with these, will go into an iris container and then into my kit, which goes into this basket and literally sits right there in front of me. So sometimes on screen, sometimes not on screen. Doesn't have to be on screen for the papers. So that is some of the things that I picked out. So trying to stay with the colors with that chipboard. Some of the embellishments are a little more cutesy than what I typically use, but I pulled what will work for me. Those are my packages of enamel dots. And so I'm just going to throw that all in there. And then we're going to look at the papers. And so I do have quite a few papers that I did pick out. I did not pick out any cardstock that was on top. So the first one I did, and I'm only seeing these corners, was a frame page. And then some small pink with some colored flowers, so small scale. So there was two of this page. And so I just didn't put them together when I was pulling them. And then that chalkboard kind of frame thing, I thought this would work okay. And then a dark kind of browny color with polka dot. So I have one in a stripe, actually I have two like that, and another one. And then I didn't have anything like this in the orange. So what I did have was this triangle-ish piece of paper, and when I turn it sideways, that Studio Calico one looks like it works pretty good. And then hearts. So I love that paper with the graphic with the black, but I didn't have anything like that. So I pulled a whole pile of heart paper. This one with the hearts I kind of pulled because it reminded me of that hot balloon paper that's beside it. But lots and lots of hearts. And then I pulled this cut, I don't know, a cut file, but not a cut file, that came from Hip Kit Club because it has a hot air balloon. And then these ones have that graphic nature. Then some word bits. So I grabbed that piece of paper because I love it. And then these ones that are, I think they're both from Studio Calico. And then this one, which was a Pink Fresh, it looks like. And then this one, which is Pink Fresh for all the wordy bits. I didn't have anything that worked for that, so that's where some of those frames came in before. And then this triangle piece, I thought I had a piece like that, but I used it last month. So I have a pink one and I have one that's more diamonds. I didn't have anything that worked for that paper, but then butterflies. So I pulled out this piece, which is in that color. It's glitter and it's butterflies, and I thought it was super cute. This Amy Tangerine piece of paper, this basic gray piece of paper. Some of these are so old, but look how pretty that is. Then I pulled out this green, so that I didn't have anything quite similar to that, but I thought this one would work, and I thought that one would work. This one I pulled out because it's a similar color, even though the scale is wrong. And then I pulled out these flower ones. There's two of these ones because the scale felt similar. I didn't have anything in this diagonal, but this has a graphic nature to it. And I thought maybe, I don't know, it's not my favorite piece of paper, so we'll see. And then this one with the stripes and the dots, that one works really well. It's a little bit shiny, so it's harder to see. And then I pulled this one because the star bits in a line I thought worked well. And then some artistic larger dots. So I thought both of these would work. And then the next one is hexagons, but I didn't have any small hexagon pieces, so I pulled out this dot paper. And then I didn't have anything for the last two that really worked well. I could have pulled like a black piece of paper, but I'll probably pull some cardstock, maybe do some stenciling on some black cardstock. And then definitely use these ones that I'm going to show you again that substitute in for those papers. And that is my kit for this month. I really hope you come back and see what I do with it. Make sure you check out the blog and the Facebook group if you're not in the Facebook group. There's challenges that happen all month long, and I am super excited to be part of that design team now. Thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you would like, subscribed, and commented. And I will see you later. Thank you for watching.